Late night stream. Oh, more like a midnight stream. What do I want to do? I'd like to only stream for like an hour or so. Uh, hmm. Yeah. I want to say some stuff. So I have bought myself a, a PSP. I have not had a PSP in a very long time since I was a kid. So this is gonna be pretty cool for me. It's gonna come in like a full box and everything. But sort of just thinking about what I'm gonna do with it, because I do. Sorry, my mind is really not working right now. What was I saying? Yeah. So I got myself a PSP, and I'm really looking forward to it. Some stuff that I want to do with the PSP is one, I want to uh, customize it, but I couldn't really find any good places for customizing it. So it does have like shells that I can swap out and stuff like that. Um, I can buy like different colored ones and so on, but I want something a bit more personal. So what I was thinking of, I was thinking of getting like a sticker sheet, and then with the sticker sheet, I would like put it on the um, actual like switch. Basically, what I would do is I would get like some art of like whatever I want, and then send it off to be like printed off as a sticker sheet. Then I would put it on the switch, and then I would like cut around like the parts that I do need to cut around, um, and then I would be able to put it on the switch, which I really look forward to. And I was thinking of like doing a Rhea themed one, which would be very nice. But I still haven't really decided on how I would do that exactly, because there are like around corners and stuff like that that I would need to go around, and also a back and the front. I was thinking like if I do the front, what I can do is like have the like full image, but like I have the screen part cut out, and then I can have that I like the cutout part as the background of the actual Switch itself. Not Switch, PSP itself. Um, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna um, jailbreak it, so I can have like any games that I want on it and so on. It will still be able to run like physical games and so on like that. Also, I think the PSN store is closed for it, so it doesn't really matter anyway about the digital stuff. And yeah, and but it does come with some physical games. I want to start like buying physical games, mainly because One, I really don't like where the current like state things is going. Mainly, yeah, like how, for example, everything that I currently own is digital. I have like 3 Switch games that I have physically, and that is it. I don't have anything else physical. So I wanted to start getting like physical copies of everything that I have. And um, a PSP is pretty cheap, and the games are pretty cheap for it. And there's like so many of them too. Um, I did get a PSP 1000, which is like the first iteration of it. Then there's a PSP 2000, which is like a slightly slimmer version, with like a bigger screen, like a slightly smaller bezel. And then you have a PSP 3000, which is considered a PSP Slim. Um, and that one is like has an even smaller bezel around it. So yeah, I got the first one. But they're all basically the same in the sense, except for the casing and stuff. If you want a specific color and so on, you need to buy this specific shape for it. So yeah, um, but yeah, I'll be jailbreaking it and playing a bunch of games and so on. But I want to customize it. I was thinking of buying a separate shell for it. So if I ever want to like swap it out, or I might just buy a second one. They are pretty cheap right now. Um, and the second one I was thinking of doing as a Ifigori one. So then I would have like 2 custom PSPs. Um, yeah, and that would be pretty cool. Um, but I still haven't decided like if I might be able to find a printing house that does like the custom shells, because there are some places that do it, but they're not very reputable, I would say. And a lot of like the Etsy and those type of ones, I don't really know. Like there's a bunch of in AliExpress, and apparently you can have it like as a custom one, but mm, not too sure about it. I need to actually check it out. But as much as I could see, it is pretty cheap, even if I did do it. But I can't really trust it that much in the sense of like how flimsy it might be. And I need it to be like the specific size for it, which can be a hindrance depending on like, because what I saw whilst I was like searching about is that the other 2 PSPs, the PSP 2000 and 3000, those seem a lot more popular in the sense of customization. I'm guessing a lot more people had those because they were like later, and the new ones sort of got discontinued somewhat. The old ones, I mean, got discontinued somewhat earlier on. So yeah, but I would love to make it the custom one. Like, for example, I wanted to make my, I wanted to get a wrap for my motorcycle, so I could have like a custom Sagisauri wrap for it, which would have been really cool. But I really couldn't find a place for it. And then I found that they have like custom decals for my bikes. But that sort of didn't go anywhere because you couldn't actually customize them in any way. They were just like preset type of deals. So yeah. And only like one person on eBay was doing them. So not the best, not the best. Hmm. But overall, it should be coming between like Wednesday and Friday, something like that. Um, so really looking forward to it. But I would like to buy a PS2 and some other consoles. How much does a PS3 cost right now? PS3. Hmm. eBay. Hmm. Okay, they are a lot cheaper than I thought they were. Hmm. Oh, and this person doesn't really have the best reviews. Hmm. Only artistic game. Hmm. 40 gigabyte. Just on a whim. They wanted cheaper. Again, that was a good price. I think. By the way, over Christmas and unpacking and set up the weekend. Plugged in the power, HDMI, flash to red light. Not as clean as I. Okay. So it seems like there's some complaints on that person. Yeah, they do seem quite cheap right now, surprisingly. I thought that they would be a lot more expensive, and it's a PS3, but I guess they're not. PS3 Carefree Slim, Purple Black, console. Does it come with any of the stuff? Yeah, that is like very cheap. That's like almost as much as I pay for the PSP. Well, I guess the PSP is portable, so you can like have it anywhere. How is that £30? Is it like broken or something? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, now I'm very tempted on buying a PS3. But anyway, um, I want to start like getting some consoles and stuff, so I can like start collecting games and just have physical copies of everything. Um, like for example, I thought of starting to get backups of all the games that I have. So just in case like a game gets taken off of the um, like some store or something like that. I know it wouldn't really work for like multiplayer, unless it was like a private server or something like that. But I just want to have like a little bit of security. I do have a 10 terabyte hard drive that I can, use for anything that I might need. And I was thinking of starting to store a bunch of games in that. Hmm. Thinking. What else? What else? Yeah. I guess that's about it with like me ranting about the stuff that I'm doing. I've wanted to get in like Nintendo DS for such a long time as well, but they're always so expensive. A lot of Nintendo stuff, like, keeps their value for like a long time, which is surprising. Like, how does something that you know is basically the same as like other companies' products keep value for so much longer and sometimes increase in value as well? Hmm. Because, for example, like all Nintendo games, like Switch games, they are still the same price as they were before. And that is why I don't have any like physical copies of any Nintendo or like in any Switch games. Well, I have a couple, but those were like ones that nobody wanted and they were on sale. Probably buy them like on eBay or something like that. Just a bunch that like that people don't have like the packaging for or anything like that, and I just like the cartridges, the cartridges themselves, because they can almost just keep the cartridges in a like separate box or something, because they're like uh, plastic, so it's pretty good compared to the um, PSP ones, which are like these micro discs, um, which is interesting. Because I remember having a bunch of those. And one main thing that I remember about the PSPs that we used to have, because every kid in my family, me, my brother, and my two sisters, all had PSPs until mum said like, "Oh yeah, you're too old for them." We were literally like, the oldest one of us was literally like 15. I was 14, my brother was 13, and my little sister was 12. And she said like, "Oh yeah, you don't need them um, anymore. Just like give them to like my friends' kids." And like, he's our mom. We're not gonna like say nah, get them to get their own or something. Um, so what we did is we gave them away. Well, she basically gave them away. We didn't really have much of a choice in that. But and before then, like my brother, uh, like he jailbroke all of the PSPs. It was like super easy. It's just like install one program, let it do its thing, and there you go. You can install any game into. Well, your PSP can run any game that you put in it. And I believe it's just you put in PSP game ROMs and it will just run it, which is so good. Um, and my and the thing is, whenever we wanted like new games, we would go to my brother and we would say like, "Oh yeah, could you put some new games on this, like Minecraft or something?" But Minecraft didn't exist on the PSP yet. Well, it never existed on the PSP, but there was a knockoff version of Minecraft in PSP, like on the PSP. And it basically had a couple of like simple blocks, like some wool, some like dirt and stuff like that. And I like built a bunch of stuff on it. I had like such a fun time. And basically, it had like the old Minecraft physics for like water and lava and stuff, where it would like if you placed a water source block, which it was only water source blocks, it would fill the entire space from where it was. So, for example, if you put it on the surface and then it would fill the entire surface with water and would keep just expanding endlessly. And you need to block off every single bit. The same went for lava. There was no like elf or anything like that. It was just a tiny building thing. And yeah, I remember like making big holes and then just placing um, a single water source block at the top and pretending like I'm running away from it as it floods the entire place. I had fun with it. I have like so much nostalgia with the PSP. So, and the thing is, I wanted to buy one for like the longest time, like so long. But there was always the problem of that. So, first of all, PSPs were like so cheap. Like by the time that we got our first ones, it was like £20. £20 for like a single PSP, like no charge or anything like that. And that is because the like PSP was already like 10 years old at that point. Um, yeah, so yeah, it was already like 10 years old when I got it, and that was uh, like 12 years ago. And yeah, so we got that. We got them like super cheap, and it helped because, you know, uh, poor family, well, poor immigrant family. Um, so it was like so nice to have it, and because my brother managed to actually jailbreak all of them, and get it all working. It was nice. Um, we didn't have to pay for the games, which was extra good. And yeah, just had a bunch of nostalgia for it. But now, oh, and the main reason why I couldn't buy one for so long is because when I became an adult, so like 8 years later after like I left home and stuff, the PSP became a very collectible item, like massively collectible, because it was just like at the perfect spot of where the older people started getting nostalgia for it when they like because they were like in their 30s and stuff like that, and they started wanting it. Um, and like the price shot up, and a single PSP just by itself with nothing on it was like £120. Like, how did it rise up £100 from like a few years ago? But now, like I looked at them again and checked through them, and they finally have went down in price, like to reasonable prices. You can get one for about like £40, and which is surprising because that's about the same price for a PS3, which you can jailbreak as well pretty easily. Um, if you want to have like any games on them whatsoever, um, because of course the PSN store is also closed for the PS3, and I think for the PS4 almost as well. So yeah, a lot of the PSN stores are closed. I remember the PS3, yeah, and that was our family console, which we got for Christmas as like a family thing. And that has like so many fond memories because at that time, Blockbuster was still open, but only for a couple of years. Um, and we used to always go like to Blockbuster and like pick out a game, and then like we would play the game until we were sick of it, and yeah. And then when we were sick of it, we would just take the game and bring it back to Blockbuster to either exchange it for a different game or just, get some of our money's worth back, which is like so good. Yeah, that was nice. Um, but my favorite game on the PS3 was Little Big Planet 1 and 2. Those are the two that we had. I don't think we ever had Little Big Planet 3. Because at that time the PS3 started dying. It didn't read discs anymore. I think like the laser broke because that was like a very common problem with PS3s because it has a very high powered red laser in them, which yeah, would burn out really quickly. Well, we didn't have it for a few years, but after it burnt out and couldn't read games anymore, um, our brother basically just said like, okay, so I can jailbreak this, but I need like everyone to agree that if like any of the data gets lost, that you don't mind that happened. Um, so we all agreed. We all said like, cool, yep, that's fine. We can't play on it anyway. So we gave it to him, and he jailbroke it, and like we had a crap ton of games on it because he could download them all, which was pretty cool. So yeah. Uh, uh, yes. Mm, Key. Um, what else? What else? What else? Well, I spoke about my nostalgia stuff. Uh, uh, what else? Used did I do before? Oh yeah. I tried getting like emulators for a lot of the games that I like. Well, a lot of the consoles that I wanted to, um, you know, play and do. For example, the PS3. I do know that there is an emulator for it, but it's not very good. Like super laggy and not very optimized. Um, I did try using it one time, but it didn't really work out very well. I do know that there is one for the Switch, which I was thinking of getting, but I'm not really sure how well that works and how powerful of a PC you need for it. You might need like a really strong PC. Um, oh yeah, one other game that I used to always play on my PSP was Sims 2 Castaway, and I used to always like make a sim. Like I don't exactly remember what type of sims used to make, but I used to always like make a sim and then start on like a fresh island. I would like build my little base at the start, and like on the starting beach and stuff. I would get like pretty far just on the beach, and then I would go like to the forest across, and like you go through like a little path, and then there's like a little forest where you get a bunch of like vines and fruit and that type of stuff. But I could never figure out how to get more vines because I thought like, oh, okay, I need to wait for them to grow, but they just seem to never actually grow properly. Um, and I basically always would get stuck at a point where I couldn't really do anything else except just wait around and talk to the chimps and that type of stuff. Um, and then I would always just restart again instead of like no waiting around because I could never figure out what else I would need to do. Uh, so I would just restart it and then start again from the beginning on the beach. But for me, that was like a lot of fun still as a kid. Maybe I'll actually finish it, but yeah, main thing that I want to do with my PSP is customize the hell out of it so it's all mine. I was thinking maybe I could put like a vinyl thing on it, but I really don't know how I would even do that, especially seeing that I don't even know where I would get one. Is there like a thing that you can have custom vinyl? Custom vinyl. What's the covering? No, not that type of vinyl. Print vinyl? Oh, that's the one. That's the one. That seems interesting. Probably maybe two. Okay. So, free downloadable template, custom size available, print with versions, fast transport. Okay. So there are like different types that you can get as well. Okay, okay. I might go for that then. If I'm going to go for like a custom design, it might just be easier to go for like vinyl instead. Because then I can go around to all the like little nooks and crannies of the actual case itself, which would be pretty good. I've probably not spoken for this long in a while. Usually I would just like get on with a specific game or doing a specific thing like building or so on, or ASMR. Don't really do much, just chatting. Mainly because I feel like I don't really have much to talk about, and that's usually the case. So I just get on with whatever I'm usually doing, and that's that. Mm. Mm. It's getting a little bit cold, and that is past midnight right now. I do hope everyone else is having having a comfy time. Mm. Okay, I'll need to save this website for another time. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah. Final full, self-adhesive. Final. Wait, if I'm doing custom, I could do this for my bike. I just realized if I can get the dimensions, well, for my like motorbike, I could use this website for my bike and add vinyl to it. That would be so good. I just had an epiphany. I could actually make a rear bike. Uh, be cool. That would be cool. I just need to, not right now, not right now, but future thoughts. Future thoughts are piling up in my head. Mm. But yeah, they have like a bunch of options, and they are UK based, so that's even better. Because I have like a um fabric printing place that is pretty close. Well, that is based in the UK as well, and I have ordered like flags from them. I've made custom flags for my Oshi and her boyfriend, who's my friend, and yeah, so I've made some of those, and it seems like it's a similar company that has this. It would be so cool. I just need to think up of think up of some art that I would like to use because I do have quite a bit of um, area art. I just need to decide which one I would want to use because I have like so much of it. Of course, I'm not going to do it right now, and that would be a bit excessive if I just decided like, yeah, I'm going to do this right now. Wait, this might be perfect. This one specifically. Be so nice to have. But I also want to maybe have it as like a pink thing, so I have my like pink instead of it just being maybe it would be better blue instead then. Not maybe a better choice. I'll need to think about it. For now, we are all good. Good. Wait, haven't been saving all that I have? Hmm. Hmm. I do have quite a bit of art on it. It's just, could I actually maybe this one could be good. I'd actually probably need Korea first on what she thinks I could use. Hmm. No, Christmas one seems a bit odd. Maybe this one? Or like a sleeping one? Uh, there's so much art that I could use. Wait, this one. That could be the best choice. Wait, do I have this without the thank you on it? I might do, but I don't know where I would find it. There is that one too. Pretty nice. But yeah, my top contender is probably that one. Oh, that's it. One without it. Cinnamon roll. Yeah, that could work. Okay, and that's for consideration for another time. Obviously, you can't see what I currently can see, but I was just looking through my Ogisawa art collection that I have built up over the years. And I've been thinking of like what can I put on my bike and make it all like lovely and nice. So yeah. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Uh, but I would need to get the dimensions of bike first, so I can, you know, be 100% sure what I want it to be. But yeah, that custom vinyl thing, I will need to remember it so I can make some nice art of it for the PSP. So yeah, it should work perfectly fine. I'm so looking forward to it. But yeah, um, what else? What else? What else? What else? Hmm, what do I want to do? Well, first of all, I want to get through this week so I can actually get back to streaming at a regular time instead of doing whatever this bullshit is of having to stream like very late at night because I don't feel comfortable streaming early in the morning because I just wake up and then I'm just waiting for to go to work, which I really dislike. So I just decided to try and do a thing of I like stream during the night and then I, you know, sleep through most of the day until I have to get up and go to work. But it is hard to get used to that. But also, I don't want to get too used to it. Mainly because if I do get too used to it, then I won't be able to change back over as easily back to my normal schedule, which would be. Oh, I just realized my gain was like super low. But yeah. Hmm, talking about. Hmm. Maybe I should have like some gentle music in the background or something like that. Maybe that would be helpful. Hmm. Should I? Um, hmm. I've noticed that the eyes on my model, the ones that I used to have, they are like a lot more catching than my current eyes. Like because I used to have like purple eyes, well, pinkish purple eyes on my. I think I go. Is it that? Hmm. Did I turn them off or something? Um, Settings and presets. That one is. Oh, I have the number pad off. There you go. That should be. There you go. So I used to have like these pink eyes, um, before, but now I just have my like regular eyes. Hmm. Hmm. There we go. Back to normal. There we go. Turn that off. Hmm. should we just keep it short today and call today? I did want to stream a little bit, but I need to get in the groove of streaming late at night, and I would like to prepare some stuff tomorrow morning, so that I don't need to go out tomorrow, and I can just come back home, and start streaming at like 11 instead of midnight. I'm giving myself some more time because that's what I want to do. Yeah. When do we want to actually do something? I know I'm like talking to myself right now, but it feels nice to, think that someone's watching. So I am yawning a lot, getting all sleepy. Yeah, let's call it a night. It was a nice little talk. I actually got to talk about stuff that is going to be happening soon. So yeah. Should be good. Should be good. Should be good. Okay. Okay. Can I just pull it here, or do we want to go say hi to someone? Let me check Twitch. Twitchy. Anyone doing just think? Let me see. Is it? I have no idea who this person is. That's weird. It's like slanted. There is this person. Who is this person? Let me check a previous stream of theirs. Okay, I clicked on the weirdest fucking part. Did I write this person before? What? What? Or they raised by someone? You know what? Screw it. We're rating them. Slash. Read two. Well, anyone that came by my office and decided to look for a bit or just check it out, thank you very much. And I hope that you had a little bit of fun by just hearing me rant about like what I'm doing with my PSP and all the nostalgic stuff that I've done and all the stuff that I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna jailbreak it. I'm gonna I might make it a stream of showing off like how I'm jailbreaking my PSP and so on. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Mm. It's gonna be fun. I wonder if they're gonna like if Twitch is gonna complain about it. But anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, bye, and hope to see you in my office again. Stop stream.